Hi everyone, just leaving the town of Sitges. Sorry for you can probably hear the traffic behind me. I'm kind of adjacent to the main road that leads all the way back to Vilanova. But I thought I'd come back a different way to normal. Normally I just hug the seafront and where all the trains and that go by, but I thought I would just try an alternative route. This is going to be about a 15 or 16 kilometre hike back to Vilanova. It might be in the dark a little bit there, the sun is almost behind me. That's probably a little bit better, isn't it? Probably quite a short video, just film anything of interest on the way. An old farmhouse there of some kind. Not even a doer-upper. But there's loads of those in this park. And as I've said in the past, it'd be nice to get one that is a doer-upper and get to work on it, but a lot of them are quite in a state of complete disrepair now. Not much you can really do with them. Beautiful day though. Spring is here. After what has been a pretty wet few months, especially on the days I wanted to go hiking. Today we're looking about 20-21 Celsius. Absolutely beautiful, same as yesterday as well. Hardly any wind, but there is a little bit of cool breeze. So yeah, perfect. Not sure if you caught that, but there was a deer. And then I noticed there was some people calling back their dog, which looks like a kind of a sheepdog. So clearly have no control over that dog at all, because that deer was running for its life. So that dog's clearly spooked it, and now the owners are shouting for the dog to come back. One thing I cannot stand is irresponsible dog owners. If you can't have your dog off the leash without it chasing and trying to kill something or someone, then you shouldn't be either allowed to have a dog, or you keep it on the leash at all times with a muzzle. No matter how big or small a dog is, if you can't look after it, then don't let it off the leash. It's as simple as that. So that poor deer is now leaped over a few fences, long gone into another field, and now these people are calling back their dog. Can't stand that. It really winds me up, I'll be honest. But anyway, in the distance there, that's the town of Sant Pere de Ribes. You may not see it so much in the distance there, but yeah, we'll be cutting through there and heading over to the left there to Vilanova. Hopefully that deer's okay. I'm pretty sure it is. It went off leaping over there somewhere. Here is an almond tree, not quite ready. But yeah, they'll be, I think in the next month or two you can start getting the almonds. Absolutely beautiful when they're fresh. Getting a bit of a sweat on. It's about 21 Celsius, 20-21. Might be even a little warmer, it might even creep up to 22. But this region where I'm walking through, it's actually most famous export, I suppose, is Cava. And a little fact about Cava, it's made exactly the same as champagne. There's no difference, it's just they can't call it champagne because it's not made in Champagne. But it's exactly the same method. So essentially you are drinking champagne, I just can't call it that. But yeah, big region, in fact Cava, whenever you drink Cava, it's mostly, I'd say 90% of it is from this region. You've got Penedès, Garraf, anywhere in Catalonia really, but in more South Catalonia, it's all, whenever you're driving in this region and you see all the vineyards, vast majority of them are Cava. You get some red wines, obviously, from Catalonia, some really nice ones. But yeah, a lot of Cava, which I actually drink a lot more of in the summer than I do in the winter. Because red wine, even though they drink red wine cold here, in the summer, once it starts getting to this kind of weather, it's what I tend to drink more of. The only thing with it being fizzy, is once you open the bottle, you got to finish it because it won't keep. Whereas a bottle of red, you can drink half of it and drink the rest the next day. But I mean, who drinks half a bottle of wine? So yeah, I'll probably grab a bottle of Cava when I get back after this long walk, and it'll be fully deserved as well. So yeah, just coming through now, we're a bit more into, there are some farmhouses, even though they still look like they're in a bit of state of disrepair, they actually are being lived in and used as farms, and mostly for the vineyards, I imagine. But yeah, it's a beautiful day, and I don't know why I don't do this walk more often, because it is more through woodland and away from the trains. I mean, I like the seafront, but it gets a lot busier down there as well. Whereas this, I've seen a few mountain bikers, one or two hikers, but nothing too bad. So let's carry on and let's see what happens. Thought I'd lost the drone there for a minute. Did the follow me mode, and then I forgot when you do return to home, it goes back to where it was originally took off, which was quite away from where I was by the time I'd moved. And then I wasn't quite sure where the drone was, but all good, I found it in the end. I'm also filming on this I bought this new DJI Action 5 Pro. So really it was an excuse to test this out as well, because this is what I'll be taking to Norway with me. I'll still be taking the other one, but because this one's completely waterproof, it's just good for when it starts, if we get any rain or anything like that. And also it's good for when I go down the beach, I can take it in the sea and do a little bit of diving with it, because it goes down to like 20 meters or something. Again, I've just stuck it on 30 frames a second, 4K auto mode, and see what it comes out like, and then I can see for future videos, I can tweak it as I want it. But to be honest, a lot of these things, auto just does, it saves you a hell of a lot of faffing about, and the footage comes out great for this kind of stuff anyway. I'm not making a feature film, so I'm not bothered about cinematic. I do like cinematic look sometimes on certain things I do, but I just on this I just stuck it on auto, see how it goes. So back in a bit of woodland now. I've got through the little pretty town of Sant Pere de Ribes. I thought I would, I didn't film through the town, but I just got the drone out there to film that old tower. I've probably put the name up on there so you'll know what it is. Now a bit of a crossroads, I think it's straight on, yes it is. So yeah, lovely. Let's keep going. So coming into the outskirts of Vilanova now, just coming into some civilization after what turned out to be actually a really lovely walk. A few bits I've never seen before, so that's always good. I always like to find new parts of the park, and you kind of work out how it all interconnects. But yeah, I'm gonna finish it up here. Just went past a beautiful vineyard there, Ruta del Penedès. So that's a vineyard. Penedès is a famous area for wine and cava, as I mentioned earlier. Yeah, so I'm kind of on the outskirts, but there's not really much to film here that hasn't been filmed before, or as I say, we're getting into roundabout people's houses, and with it being Easter weekend, people are out and about having barbecues and cooking up various things. It smells delicious, and I'm actually starving hungry. So I'm going to put everything away and just make my way back and just enjoy these last couple of kilometres really. But I want to say thanks very much for watching. Hopefully the next one will be either Castell or Mont Blanc, and then after that, who knows. So I'll see you on the next one. Until then, I hope you're getting out yourselves. Look after yourself, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye for now.